That's your spot?
How'd you know about that? Come on. iDstroy.
Come on, man.
You know what I think is the best thing about doing any kind of an interview is when the guest can say, nobody's ever asked me a question like that, and you just did.
And here I am with the phenomenal bat boy of the Washington Senators, man.
Wow.
How you doing, young
man?
man?
You go way back.
Come on, man.
Really?
Maury...
I was the bat boy.
Oh, listen.
In the 1940s.
I got your rookie card.
You weren't even a glimmer in the 1940s.
Come on, let's go, young man. Maury Povich is out here celebrating the greatness of his new podcast, On Par with Maury Povich. Salute to Holly. Holly's out here in these streets, me.
My producer.
Yeah, look at her
Never
being great.
stops talking.
You're over here in this game now where you're trying to tell yourself that you are happy, and somebody that you look up to is Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Because he was able to step away.
Yeah, and then I thought I would. The talk show ended. There were a lot of repeats. That's great. Just like Carson's show was a lot of repeats on digital and all that. And now I'm being dragged back in. Godfather 3, just when I thought I was out.
You're about that life, young man. This is amazing. You ever get to meet your B-Day BFFs, Steve Harvey, Michelle Obama, Jim Carrey?
Steve Harvey, yes.
Yeah.
Michelle, no.
Uh-huh.
Who was the other one?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
No. I got a square-back putter I named after him.
Talking about this putter life, man, I am pumped up because you are somebody who definitely likes to go out there and whisper rock. That's your spot?
How'd you know about that? Come on. iDstroy.
Come on, man.
You know what I think is the best thing about doing any kind of an interview is when the guest can say, nobody's ever asked me a question like that, and you just did.
But if you can, your dad, who's seen you financially struggling.
Yeah, right.
And he sees, how great does that feel?
I asked one of the guests, Sean Avery, a bad boy hockey player, and he says, I'm 44 years old. I said, I was broke at 44. I was broke like till I was 50. And he said, you were? I said, yeah. I mean, money went through my pocket. It was terrible. And then my father, he was always worried about me. So as he was getting to be in his late years, like almost 90, and I was doing fine, married to the beautiful Connie Chung, I was doing fine. I'm doing the talk show. I'd done a current affair. I'd done all these things. I sent a plane to pick him up, he and my mother, to go to Maine, where he's from, for the summer. And I went on the plane, and he says, I'm not going to worry about you anymore. I love it. And so I always say to everybody, make sure your parents know you're okay before they pass.
Now we're talking about homegirl Connie Chung, man.
Oh, wow.
Come on, Snack City. Let's go. You came up, fam. I love this.
Yeah.
Now, would this be the situation had you not gotten fired in Los Angeles?
Boy, you do all your research. I always said, because we worked together, and she was the star, and I was like the second banana in L.A., and I got fired after 6 months. It was like, the general manager, I was the last hired, and he was then fired, and so I was gone. And so I always say, in order to get to Connie Chung's heart, she has to pity you first. So she had pity on me, and then we started dating.
Connie Chung, OG out here in these streets, Roscoe's with Magic Johnson.
Magic loves Connie Chung. Used to take her to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles all the time.
I was listening to this Rick Springfield, Jesse's Girl song yesterday, right? Is there a version of David Letterman talking about Maury's girl?
Oh, David Letterman was in love with my wife, and he would have her on all the time, first of all, because she's very funny, but then anytime a guest canceled at the last minute, he would call upstairs, because Connie was working at NBC, to come down and do it. And he used to call me Morty, Murray, Morty, Marty, anything but Maury. And Connie would try to correct him every time, and he wouldn't have any. He did not like me. He did not like me. But I must say, in his retirement and my retirement, I look a lot better than he does.
Look at this. Maury's a snack
he's
out here
Santa
in these
Claus.
streets.
I mean, he's the Santa Claus.
Come on, son. Come on. You out here shining. Now, I'm going to say Ashkenazi name the correct way. You ready?
Yeah.
Mauricio, Ricardo,
yes,
Povicito.
That's right.
Let's go.
That's right.
I did
Mauricio.
this. I did this.
Mauricio Ricardo. That's it.
I'm excited and pumped up. Of course, you got this Panamanian jockey, a legend out here on your podcast.
Lafitte Penkai, Hall of Fame jockey. As everybody knows, they're small. They're always under 115 pounds or something like that. My father used to say jockeys were the strongest athlete in sport.
Look at this.
Because you got to handle a 1,300-pound horse.
For facts. Hell, that's amazing. But what is also amazing, I got to shout out David Hill. Bro, you out here doing pyramids back in the days.
How'd you know that? Live, middle of the night, goddamn special from the pyramids where I'm opening up a brand new esophagus and a brand new mummy. Can you imagine? And it was the biggest rating Fox got in the ratings month of February.
Now, you
know who was the reporter for me?
Talk to me.
Susie Kalber, the ESPN sports reporter, was my reporter.
He was making a template before all of this was where it is now.
Exactly.
Now, would you even recommend somebody getting into the journalism in college at this point?
Sure, you can get in there, but I'll tell you something. I don't know if I want to be in TV journalism today. Everybody has a slant. Everybody has a bias. I mean, it's very tough to be just an observer and play fair.
Yeah.
It's really tough. By the way, let me tell you who I had on the other day. He's going to be great. This guy has a story that you won't believe. 13 years in the NBA. Mm-hmm. He's going to start his 14th season with the Sixers. Andre Drummond. He was recruited at the University of Connecticut. At the last minute, and the coach, Jim Calhoun, said, well, I got to take away a scholarship. And Andre Drummond said, no, that's not right. This guy earned that scholarship. My mother is going to take out a loan, and I'm going to be a walk-on. Don't take the scholarship away from the other guy.
Wow, what a human.
How's that?
That's a very amazing thing. What's another amazing thing is one of your golfing buddies who was a Midland Texan president.
Are you kidding?
Come on.
George W. Bush.
Uh-huh.
Who knew about him?
When he told me,
he says, I'm going to run for office. I said, what? What are you running for? He says, governor of Texas. I went, really? And the sucker wins.
Look at this.
And then he wins again.
Yes.
To be a 2-term president.
Holy smokes.
And I'll tell you the best thing about him, since his presidency, he stayed out of the fray. He stayed out of politics.
Yeah.
He has his own life.
He went away like Johnny Carson, unlike Maury Povich. This gentleman is out here on par. Yeah. New podcast business.
I wanted to be like Carson, and I'm not. I can't stand it. Now, these people talk me into doing a podcast.
Talk about this journalism world. Okay, so you had some wild moments, okay?
Yep.
Like Muhammad Ali saying you're not as bright as your dad.
Right.
Okay.
I did the stupidest.
Now I'm going to say Howard Cosell got touchy about you talking about whose toupee.
Right.
And then the next thing is seeing pills in the locker room.
Yep.
You said some wild things, but you stuck to the guns.
I mean, Howard Cosell, he writes this book called Tell It Like It Is. And in my introduction, I said, Howard Cosell has written a book. Howard Cosell changed his name, wears a toupee, and writes a book called Tell It Like It Is.
Hey, you were the business.
What the hell?
I mean, what
was the truth?
Everybody out there, this is a hip-hop station. I am with the phenomenal Maury Povich.
Let me tell you about this.
Go for it.
You know what one of the things I'm proud of? Hip-hop artists.
Yeah.
Who have used my name.
Your name.
In the lyrics.
It's like 27 songs, young man. But let me tell you.
Right?
I'm a collector.
Right.
Do you still have the Jay-Z poster of the Black Album autographed?
I got the Black Album right there, and it's the most
Maury Povich! Come on, son, man. Let's go.
Serious.
I love it.
I wanted him on my show. I was dying to have him on my show, and he wouldn't come on, but he sent me a huge poster of the Black Album, and he does this big cursive, like a couple of colors, and Jay-Z. That sucker is right up in my gym, baby.
I love that. Fist bump from Maury Povich. Holy sun, fam. I got to tell you, man, a lot of people put his name in songs, but De La Soul actually put you in a music video. Stakes is high.
I know, they did.
Fun times watching you on that.
And I've been asked over the years to be in videos. That the producers of the show said, yeah, I don't know, that's a good idea. I should have done it. I should have done it.
Yeah.
And you know what I really want? I want Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
and I want Cardi B.
Yeah,
and I want
you.
the whole thing played out.
Control. He's out of control. He's out of control. Maury Povich Gonzalez said that just now. Now listen, I seen this Jerry Springer documentary, right?
Boy, dark. Wasn't it?
Holy moly! You've chose not to put fights on your show.
No, we don't do that.
Good job,
Jerry was a good friend of mine, and we'd known each other forever. He was always nice this way, because when people used to describe, so Jerry, describe you and Maury. What's the story? He would always say, Maury is the real deal, and my show is wrestling.
Yeah. Look at this. Because, you covered the marches.
Right.
He was there when Jackie O came back.
Right.
MLK's.
Yeah, I mean,
He was a real reporter.
I mean, did you know that I was at the March on Washington?
Why do you think I brought it up, young man? Come on, don't arm wrestle me on this.
August 63.
Let's go. I got a tattoo that night with you. Don't remember we was drinking with the Australians. Come on, man. Stop playing. Now, listen, man, we're going to get into it, but if you can, the 25th anniversary, the Jerry Springer and all the superheroes, Phil Donahue, everybody was in the green room.
Oprah's there.
Who's there?
Phil Donahue has this big special, 25 years on the air, and this was the golden age of daytime talk. We had 12. We had 12 on the air in the 90s. And so Phil has this big primetime special. We're all in the green room. I mean, it's Oprah, Geraldo,
The Avengers.
Me. Guess what? We're in the green room. Not one person is talking to another. Our egos were so big, we wouldn't even share anything with each other. It was terrible.
Something the hood loves is the Flathead Beacon.
My newspaper
Flathead
in the state
Living.
of Montana. Can
Come
you imagine? How stupid am I to start a newspaper?
You're a genius. I got to tell everybody in the United States and everywhere in Yugoslavia, because Connie Chung, the way she laughs with you, brother,
She's
holy
good,
moly.
Don't you think that's the key to a good relationship? A
Absolutely.
sense of humor? She was my first guest, on par with Maury Povich, on Par Pod on Instagram.
You had a good time, young man?
The best.
Look at this.
Story, you're the best. You know what? Boy, you're good. You really learned you turned me inside out.
My brother, it's an honor, a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Wow. Superheroes exist, and one of them is with me right here on Control Off Detroit, SiriusXM. Maury Povich. Come on, son!